How it started with our 30-day skincare challenge. This was recorded on the 1st of November. I had everything laid out on the bench. I've already put the video up for the first 30 days. Now we're on to the second 30 days, and this is what we're starting with on the 1st of December. So going through some of the products that I use, I love this rice toner. I got it sent to me from a K-Beauty PR package. I absolutely love it. It is so hydrating and very lightweight. The only thing that I think is annoying, which just happens with a lot of toners, you splash it into your hand and then you have to rub your hands together, and sometimes it can leak between your hands. They say you can put it on a cotton pad, but that's just a waste of resources. I've gone in with the hyaluronic acid and just mix that together. Sometimes I'll do niacinamide as well if I don't have anything else to use, and some days it was just a very basic application like that because I wanted to get some hydration into my skin and give my skin a break in between some of the samples. I of course do the eye cream, and then for a couple of days in the last 30 days I had this Estee Lauder night serum. And then for the next sort of 7 to 10 days, I had a second bottle of it, and it took me forever to get through. I will say there was a lot of product in these little bottles. At first, I accidentally poured too much out in my hand, so it took a little bit to rub in, but that's okay. Ended up all over my décolletage area, which is from sort of just above your boobs and yeah, you just rub that in. It's a beautiful serum. Then I worked out you could just do a couple of drops, but a little bit goes a long way. Of course, it's daytime, so we're going in with the Olay cream. This is my absolute favorite. I think I've mentioned before, apparently it has a coconut base or a smell to it, which my daughter didn't appreciate it, so she gave it to me, but I just love it. It is so lightweight but hydrating all at the same time. Thursdays is my K-Beauty routine. After Zumba in the gym bathroom, I'm doing everything. I just have all of the products now in my little to-go bag and I just do them. I apologize for the angle of the camera. I didn't realize it wasn't tipped up, but I just did it this way so I didn't have to stop and show you all the products one by one. Moving on to the Lancome. This is a Genifique. The serum is very light, but it's very runny at the same time. It does go on pretty effortlessly, but it also kind of feels like there's nothing there, which I guess is the point of the serum, but I just kind of felt like it didn't do much. So I'm just not sure. And I had a fair whack of samples to try as well. So I finally went through the 2 Estee Lauder bottles that I had, and I had also a couple of samples as well. So I was just showing you there that I've gone through them, add to the bunch. I really liked this serum. Yeah, it was gorgeous. Like, it's got an amber look to it as well. Then I got some more Lancome samples. This is like a 3-in-1. There's a serum, there's a cream, and there's a something else. It's got like peptides in it and all the fancy stuff. You cannot rip these open to save your life. They are foil. There is a perforation. I couldn't figure it out. So I got a pair of scissors and chop, chop, chop. Just make sure when you do chop packets like this, you squeeze any product down so you're not going to cut it open. It doesn't squirt out the top, which is what happened with a couple of other samples that I had. Oh, and this reminds me of the Dr. Lewin's R4. You squeeze it into the palm of your hand and you can clearly see that there's a serum and a cream. I don't want to hold it up too much, it's pretty runny. And then you mix it together and then you put it all over your face. Now, I was watching a video by James Welsh, and he said don't worry too much about putting product in your hand and then massaging it into your face. He said because there's not many pores, I think he said, in your hands, so it's not going to absorb product. Because a lot of people said that's why you just pipette the product onto your face instead of putting it into your hand. And he said you're not really going to lose much product into your hand. So that's why I did it. And plus, I want to show you guys what the product looks like because that's what I always want to know. Just adding in my eye cream as well, being gentle. Thank you so much for those who are like, oh my gosh, stop banging your eye area so much. Oh, I'm a bull in a china shop some days, what can I say? But I appreciate the advice and I'm trying to slow down. Some more Lancome. This is like a night cream and again foil packet, so it is deathly impossible to open. So thanks to a pair of scissors, I cut them open. I had about 5 samples of this one as well, and I found that the first 2 single nights that I used, it just wasn't enough. A couple of nights I used another night cream on top of it. I found that it was really good for like the anti-aging properties. My skin was a little bit softer the next day, but it didn't feel very hydrated. My skin felt like it really needed a drink of water or something. So the next couple of nights I used 2 samples together, squeezed it out, and that really did seem to help. And then my skin was super soft the next day. So I think it's just that there wasn't enough product in each sample. So after a week, I have used up the 2 3-in-1 little samples that I've had. And sorry, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Then I had about 5 to 7 of these Lancome Genifique, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 samples of those, and then I had another little sample pot there that also took me like another 7 days. Now this product I ended up using morning and night because I wanted just to pump through using these products, and I wanted to make sure that I was getting the full benefits from using it morning and night. The woman said to me, make sure you use it morning and night, and I said yep, no worries. So I thought better follow her direction. The next skincare that we have is some more samples. So of course I'm just going in with the rice toner that I have. And then I got these little capsules from Elizabeth Arden. They're little, do you remember those bath bombs back in the 80s that the little balls you throw on the bath and there's like bath liquid inside of it? This is what these feel like. Oh, the packet is upside down. So you have different colors, and the packet that she gave me was just, I think, the hyaluronic acid. And when I was standing there looking at the display and I said, oh, you've got a retinoid, and she went yes, and she threw a couple of the little capsules in there. So I think that each packet is a set product. So first I'm going to go in with, I don't know if that's a hyaluronic acid or retinoid, I don't have my glasses as I'm using it. And the nursing skills come in here, where you just grab the top and twist it. Don't squeeze the bottom of the little capsule as you do, because product does start squeezing out as soon as you break the tip off. Now each one of these products surprised me. It is like a Vaseline type consistency, like a gel, and putting it on your face and it dries down to like a powder finish. It actually feels like the silicone primers that you get, where it dries down to be a powder finish. So the finished really surprised me. Yes, I think this is the hyaluronic acid. And then I used that first as a bit of a buffer just to check, because sometimes your skin can be a little bit funny about retinoids. And then I went in with the retinol capsule, and it's exactly the same formula. At least it was yellow, but it is exactly the same silicone type formula, and again it dried to like a powder finish. So it was a little bit strange. And I must say that my skin didn't really feel very hydrated. Even though it was using a hyaluronic serum, my skin did not feel hydrated. My skin felt a little bit dry because the finish was a little bit dry, but still. And then of course I've just gone in with the Olay Day Cream, and that is so close to getting finished. Oh, what will I do when it's gone? It's about 4 days later and I have finished all those little capsules now. I'm going in again with the rice toner, and I just thought I would show you. So you sprinkle a bit into your hand and then very carefully put one on top of the other and start rubbing together so it doesn't drip out the side of your hand, and you just rub it into your skin. I know you're probably meant to pat it in gently, but I don't know. And I really love this part of my skincare routine. I find it's just so hydrating. I absolutely love it. Now we're moving on. Oh, that's right. I use the hyaluronic acid. I will often use that as a bit of a buffer to help hydrate my skin. But we're about to move on to the next lot of samples, which are from, it's a Klein's, I want to say. I got sent some samples ages ago, and I've sat there and they've sat there and sat there. So finally I got to use them, because there's about 3 different samples within the set that I have, and I don't really want to use all of them together. I've Googled and I'm trying to figure out the right routine and way for them to go. So the first thing I have here is a retinol, and I'm going to use it during the day, just so then I can check if I have any reaction to it. I often use products like that during the day. I'm also indoors in the house, away from the sun all day. I'm not even doing the washing or anything, so my skin will be well protected. So I don't have SPF on today to not cross-contaminate with anything. It's a yellow type color as well, which is what you would expect from this. And then I have this water cream, day cream thing. It's like a gel. It's very slippery, but it just rubs in effortlessly. And again, my skin is super hydrated after using this, so I really enjoyed this product. I used this product again the next day. I didn't use it the same evening, so I just wanted to give my skin a little bit of a break. And I think I probably forgot, and I just used the hyaluronic acid and niacinamide from The Ordinary. I actually cut the tube open because I was banging at it and I wasn't getting any out, and I thought, oh, maybe it was just a small amount. So I cut it open and there is a load in there. So I have a little spatula and I'm just going to dig some out and then apply that all over. And then I've just gone in again with the water cream. There's a lot in this jar as well. I think it's going to still be using it a couple of days after I finish with the little tube of stuff, which is handy. I did my eye cream in the bathroom because I had to walk back in there to grab the hyaluronic acid, which I did do before I did the day cream. I just had to switch the clips around because I was talking too much about the other product. It is the last night of the year and I finally finished this Natio night cream. I pulled it open and it had 1 lot left, so I got a spatula in there and I scraped all the last bit out. I can't believe that I finished a product. Oh, I so love it. This is the basket that we have after 60 days, and I will go through some of it in a separate video because some people have asked some questions about things. But I am so impressed for 60 days how much that we have gotten through, and yeah, it's been a lot and a big learning lesson as well, and just goes to prove that a little bit goes a long way and you don't need a whole lot of skincare. Here is also the dressing table where we're at now, and as you can see, a lot of spaces, which is awesome. We've used up a lot of products, so stay tuned for a review going through as the empties, because they also will be counting towards my declutter project. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.